Hi Cancer, welcome to April. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. Before I get into your reading, I want to go over what's coming up in astrology. So Mercury will be moving into Taurus on the 4th, and then we have a full moon in Libra on the 6th. Venus will move into Gemini on the 12th, and then we have a solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th, and right after that on the 21st, Mercury goes retrograde in Taurus from April 21st to May 14th. And we'll talk about that later. Let's see what the cards say for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of April 2023? What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for April 2023? What's coming up for Cancer? The Three of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, the Three of Cups, this is a card of socializing, parties, celebration, getting together with friends. If you're looking for love, you could find it out socializing, having a get-together. Sometimes the Three of Cups can represent a third-party situation, so you could be trying to decide between two people. But I don't see it with in this situation. I think it's just getting together with friends, hanging out, feeling supported. The Chariot, though, I feel like you might have too many irons in the fire with the Chariot. So it's like the Chariot. You might be like a kid in a candy store trying to decide where to give your love. But maybe there's a lot of options open to you, and you're trying to figure out what's the right one. The Chariot is about victory and success through discipline and focus. So when you kind of have to narrow down your choices. So you may have more than one option. But if you spread yourself too thin, you're not going to get either one. You're not going to, it's like jack of all trades, master of none. If you really want to achieve something with someone, you have to zero in on that person and stop, like you might be flirting all over the place and yeah, I'm talking to this one, I'm talking to that one, whatever. But who is it that really matters to you? The Chariot can mean, dropping some things that are just like on the periphery and focusing on the main goal. And then you can achieve it. It's about you being in control of your mind, not letting your mind control you. So take time out to meditate and focus and figure out what is it that I really want. That's where you have, because you can't get what you want unless you know what you want. And if you're thinking like, if you're like being distracted by every new shiny penny that comes on the scene, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to be, too scattered. This is like scattered energy. So you have to call in that scattered energy and zero in on what's really important. You have the Eight of Cups in the past. So this is about moving away from something that was once good, but it's no longer fulfilling. and you're thinking of leaving. So you could be thinking of leaving a relationship that's kind of gone stale, that's not giving you what it once did. You know, the thrill is gone kind of thing. But you want to do a lot of thinking. You have the Hermit here. Think about what is it that you really want in a relationship. What relationship, what qualities are important to you in a partner. So you don't want to just jump from one thing to the next without giving it a lot of thought. You really need to focus on attracting the right person. And before you can do that, you have to be the right person. You have to think, what is good for me? What is it that I really need? What is it that I like in another person? I don't want just a body. You don't want a body. You want a soulmate. The Four of Pentacles. You're concerned too much about maybe financial security or even just security. Four of Pentacles, Cancers like to hold on to things. And the Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tightly to something. And usually the case is it's because of insecurity. Like you're afraid to let go of what you have because you think, well, if I let this go, maybe there might not be anything else out there. So I'll just better to stick with what I know, even if it's not really doing it for me, than to let go and find something else. Because what if I don't find anything else? So those fears come in, and then you kick in, and you're like, I'm going to hold on to my security. I want to feel safe and secure in a relationship. But I think you're getting tired. And it's going to come to a point where you're going to have to make a choice. You can't just keep spreading yourself out, flirting around. You have to make a decision. Eight of Pentacles is coming up with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a career card. It can mean that you're thinking about embarking on a new career path. It could also mean that if you're thinking about starting a new relationship, but it's at the very beginning stages. It's taking you in a different direction. It's taking your life in a different direction. And the Wheel of Fortune coming up in the future can mean the unexpected. Get ready for the unexpected. It can mean that your fortunes are changing. So if you were not happy in the past, that's all. The energy is shifting because nothing lasts forever. The good times, the bad times, you just have to hang around long enough to experience the turn of the wheel. And a lot of times, the events that come out from the Wheel of Fortune are unexpected, surprising, out of the blue. So I feel like there could be a message coming. You have this Page of Wands here as an outcome card. An unexpected message may be coming your way. You've got the Four of Wands in your negative thinking sector. So if you're looking for stability in a relationship, marriage even, because the Four of Wands can represent marriage, victory, success, stability, celebration, But you're thinking negatively about it. So how do you expect to achieve something? You have to think more positive. You have to think, yes, I can get this. Yes, I can attract this. Yes, if I ask this person out, they're going to say yes. Because Cancer, I know that you can't deal with rejection. And you want to be safe. You want to make sure, you want to make moves that you know are going to be the right ones all the time. But sometimes you have to take risks, Sometimes the best things happen when we take a risk. If you play it safe all your life, you're never going to experience anything thrilling. The ship has to leave the shore to explore new worlds. So think more positively, because the Four of Wands says, yes, you can have all these things. You can have stability in a relationship. You can have success in marriage, commitment. But you have to take a risk, and you have to think more positive. The Queen of Cups is in your environment. This could be a person that you're thinking about or you're involved with. It could be someone who could be a water sign, or someone very spiritual, very compassionate, very intuitive. Maybe that's the kind of person that you're interested in, very creative. Queen of Cups is she's dreamy. She's creative. She's intuitive. She kind of knows. She could read right through you. She could see right through you. Maybe that makes you nervous. But if you're a water sign, you could be attracting someone that's of a similar nature to you. And look at the wish fulfillment card. You have the Ten of Pentacles. This is the wealth card. This is creating a happy home. It's not just about money. It's about creating a home where you feel safe and secure, where you know that your partner has your back. And together you will like protect each other and create that bubble of security that you value so much. So that is possible. Ten of Pentacles. That's a great card to have in a reading. But like I said, it's the long-term goal. Right now you're at you're at the apprentice stage. You're at the beginning stage. So just take it slow, but don't become stagnant. You know, figure out what you want and then take action. And the page the Page of Wands, excuse me. The Page of Wands means a message is coming. And usually the message is a good one. It's happy news. So if you're waiting to connect with someone, you might get a message from them. And things are going to start to change. So don't be afraid to release what's no longer serving you. If you're not happy in a situation, walk away. But know what you want. Make sure you know what you want. And the Hermit is another thing. Sometimes the Hermit is, you have a feeling of being alone. Like you just want to be alone with your thoughts. You just want to figure it out. Like you might have been in kind of like a hermit stage in your life where you weren't really socializing or connecting with people. You were just kind of thinking about, okay, what's the next step? Yeah, I'm walking away from something that's no longer serving me, but now what? What do I want? You know, so you may have taken time out to really think, you know, what do I really want to attract or to be? Who do I want? What's right for me? You know, if you have multiple options, which is the right option? Which is the one that's going to bring me the joy I crave and the security I crave? But what it means is it's in the past, so your loneliness and your isolation is fading. That cycle is ending, and now you're going to start to change into the new cycle where you're going to be getting out more and socializing more. So maybe you've decided, you know, yeah, I need to connect with my friends again. I need to get out and be around people. I'm tired of being isolated. I'm tired of being alone. And if you have a problem or an issue that you need to talk about, don't do it. You don't feel like you have to do it by yourself. There are people around you that are waiting to support you and to encourage you. Call on them and they will help you. They'll give you guidance. That's the other meaning of the Hermit, is going to someone for their advice and guidance, but also taking time out to listen to your inner guidance, your inner voice. So, let's see what the angels have to say. Excuse me, I've been battling this allergies all week. So what do the angels have to say to Cancer? What message does Cancer need to know? Love. Love, exciting and new. Okay. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose, and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. So, yeah, think positive. Think, yes, I can attract the love of my life. I can attract someone who's going to be a good fit for me. I can have all that. I am worthy. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So you have a full moon in your 4th house of home. And the sun is in your 10th house of career. So, and the sun is conjunct Jupiter. So your career is on fire. Jupiter brings opportunity, expansion, luck, growth. But you have Chiron there too. So the moon is opposing all this. Chiron, Jupiter, the sun. Chiron has to do with healing. The wounded healer. So if you're doubting your abilities in your career, don't let the gremlins in. Tell them to go home, because you can have career success. You can expand your world. With the full moon here, you might have some work-life balance to work out, because so you have the moon in the house of home. So you have this battle between my home, my security, my emotions, and then the 10th house, my career goals, my needs. So the opposition between Libra and Aquarius and Aries, is my needs, the needs of my ego versus the needs of my partner. So you have to learn how to balance what you want with your partner, and come to some type of win-win. So you might be wanting to get ahead in your career, but yet you have the demands of family and home. And, your family needs you. They want you to nurture you, because cancers are the world's mother. And cancers are the healers. So everyone comes to you for help. Help me, heal me, feed me. And you're there. And you love your family. And that's great. But you have to also make time for your career. So your career might be pulling you away from your family, or your family may be pulling you away from your career. But I feel like right now is a really optimal time for success, career success, and life direction. New opportunities are opening up for you. The only thing that's standing in your way is your negative self-talk. If you have a wound, because Chiron represents the wounded healer, if there's something that's wounded you, that's preventing you from enjoying your success or claiming your success, you need to work on that. It's going to come out at the full moon. Things that are hidden come to the surface at the full moon so they can be realized and healed. You could also be completing a project or something at this time that's coming to fulfillment. It doesn't have to be an ending, but it can be a completion. Like, okay, I've achieved this much, and now I see where I need to go next. Mercury moves into Taurus. Mercury was in your 10th house. Now it's in the 11th house of communication. So it's bringing communication to the 11th house, is the house of hopes, dreams, wishes, the groups you belong to. You might be joining a group. You might be communicating more. You might be dealing with social media, technology. And Mercury is conjunct the North Node. So maybe your work needs to involve people, working for others, working to help make the world a better place, joining with others to make a difference in society for the group, because the 11th house is about the group energy. It's not about me. It's about the other, us, the team. So you're learning how to communicate within a team environment. Venus has been in Taurus in your 11th house. It's at 24 degrees now, and it's making a sextile to Neptune in your 9th house. So this is good for travel, higher education, like getting out of your comfort zone, going out and travel, learning about new things, connecting with new people, learning about, Venus it has to do with art and beauty and money. Neptune especially is inspiration. Your belief systems might be changing. If you're meeting someone new, they may change your beliefs. They may expose you to different spiritual beliefs and challenge your childhood belief systems. But it's also very romantic. Venus sextile Neptune is very romantic, very positive, but you have to take action. And especially if you're doing something creative. I mean, if you've ever wanted to do any kind of artwork or photography or music, whatever it is that's creative, film, now's the time to do it. You're getting inspired from Neptune. You can create something really beautiful. Mercury, I want to talk about Mercury still, though, because Mercury is sextile Mars in your 1st house. Mars is in Cancer now, and Saturn in your 9th house. Saturn wants you to learn new skills so that you can feel more secure about yourself. So you might be working hard to advance in your career, learning new skills, just exposing yourself to different ideas, maybe even traveling in relation to work. And Mars in your first house is now suddenly you have energy. Mars has been in Gemini since August, and it just moved into Cancer. So you've been tired for the past 6 months. Like, I don't have the energy. I don't know what I want to do. I'm depressed. I'm angry, and I can't express my anger. Now Mars is in your first house, so you might be a little feisty. So just don't be too, don't go too crazy. But Mars is giving you that push. What do you really want? And go for it. It's giving you the courage and the energy to go after what you want. And Saturn is supporting Mars from the 9th house. So if you want to travel and you want to explore new worlds or even a new educational experience, this is the time. Do it. Go for it. Mercury is squaring Pluto in the 8th house. You might have some money issues pop up. Like, the 8th house has to do with debt, taxes, your partner's income, other people's money, not your money, resources. So there might be some power struggles. Maybe you're dealing with someone who holds the purse strings and is a little bit of a bully. So you might have to, and especially with Mercury in the 11th house, you may want to achieve a goal and you need money to do it. You want to get a bank loan. And the bank loan is saying, they're being really tough and demanding. Or if you're beholden to someone financially, they may be wielding their power through money. So you feel like, you can't move, you can't do what you want to do because they're holding the purse strings. So Mars is trying Saturn, so go for what you want. Get out of your comfort zone, explore new worlds. And Saturn is sextile the North Node in Taurus, and that's in your 11th house. Now is the time to go after your dream, to manifest a dream, make a dream real. Don't be afraid to do it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let any bullies or jealous people stand in your way. Just go for what you want. Then we have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th in your 10th house. This is excellent for career. Brand new. An eclipse can bring a sudden ending and a sudden beginning. And especially because this Aries eclipse is at 29 degrees. It's the end of a cycle. It's like, okay, I've done this. It's time to put an end to something that's just no longer working and jump into something new that is going to work. So you have Jupiter and Chiron, but you have some healing to do. It's a powerful new beginning. Eclipses are powerful. You may be thinking, yeah, I think I want to, change my career, and then all of a sudden, like a new opportunity pops up, and you have to act immediately, and you're like, oh no, I'm not ready for that, because eclipses will like push up your timeline, or it even could, if it's a relationship, even the 10th house could relate to relationships sometimes, because it's your life direction, where you think, yeah, maybe I should, leave this relationship, and all of a sudden something happens, and you have to make that decision now. Jupiter's bringing you opportunity in your 10th house. But there is Chiron's there too, so there is some healing that has to be done. But this is a powerful new moon. And it's sextile Saturn in your 9th house. So if you're connecting with someone new, it could be that they're of a different culture than you, or they expose you to a different way of life, different belief system. If it's a career thing, it could involve travel. It can involve higher education, teaching, learning. It won't be boring, I'll tell you that. Mercury in your 11th is conjunct Uranus at this eclipse. So there's a message coming. So out of the blue, surprise, surprise. You never know what's going to happen with Mercury, with Uranus. So just wait and see what flies in. But you're going to receive a surprising message. And it can change a lot of things for you. Mercury conjunct Uranus is also brilliant ideas. You might be connecting with people that are genius, or that have really creative ideas, and you're really excited about what you're trying to accomplish together. So expect surprises when Uranus and Mercury come together. But it's a positive thing. It's going to lead you to manifest something that you've wanted to do for a long time. And Mercury and Uranus are also sextile Mars in your first house. Mars is squaring, so when Mars is sextile to Mercury and Uranus, it's like so you might get this message like, hey, I've got this new opportunity for you, or I got this new person I want you to meet. And Mars is giving you the courage, like, yeah. Or maybe it's somebody that you've always liked, and all of a sudden they call you, hey, you want to get together? And you're like, yeah. You know, it's something like that. It comes out of the blue, and it's exciting, and your heart's beating a mile a minute. But Mars is giving you the courage. Go for it. Saying, go for it. Take action. Heal those wounds. Don't let your woundedness stop you from accepting opportunity, from taking a chance, from putting yourself out there. Don't be too safe. You can't play it too safe this month. You've got to go for it. And even Saturn. Saturn is sextile, the North Node. It's telling you, go for your dreams this month. I'll help you get there. It'll be a lot of work, but you'll get there. So whether it's a romance, a relationship, a career goal, you can have it all. It's the 11th house is being activated. And your 10th house of career and life direction. You can really achieve a lot. Venus then moves into Gemini around this eclipse. And it's squaring Saturn, which is interesting. So maybe you're so busy with work matters, you don't have time for love, or you're afraid to express your love to someone. Because when Venus is in the 12th, your love is hidden. You're afraid, you may have a secret crush on someone that maybe you're meeting them. Maybe you met them through traveling or through education. You went to take a class and you met someone and you really like them, but you're afraid to tell them. Because there's tension there with Venus square Saturn. Maybe thinking, oh, they're not going to like me, or they're not interested in me. Don't let your negative self-talk get in the way of love. And Mercury goes retrograde right after this eclipse. And let's see, where is it retrograding? It's retrograding in your 11th house. So you could be reconnecting with a friend you haven't seen in a while. Because when Mercury retrogrades, it brings people from the past back into our lives. And because Mercury is also connecting with Uranus, I feel like it could be a surprise phone call from someone that you used to be friends with. Like, hey, you want to go do this or get together? And so now you have to rethink that relationship, Do I want to get involved with this person? Do I want to try again? Because when Mercury is retrograde, it's about going back to the past and redoing it, making it better. So if there was a relationship that maybe didn't work out at one point, maybe now you're going to try again. It might work this time, second time around. Or if you had an opportunity and it just didn't come together, maybe this time it will. I just realized I have a really strong feeling that a message is going to be important this month. That a surprise message is going to come in and bring you joy. It's going to be sudden. It's going to shift your life direction and give you the courage to go for your dreams. So that's my message, Cancer. If this resonated with you, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know what's going on in your life, if this resonated, if it didn't resonate, whatever it is, I want to know about it. I like reading all the comments. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, thank you for supporting this channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I wouldn't be here without you, so I really value and appreciate your support. And have a wonderful April. I'll leave you with this one thought. Don't let fear hold you back from manifesting your goal or your dream. If there's something you want in life, have the courage to go for it. And that's all. And I'll talk to you next month. Have a wonderful April. Bye now.